Welcome into Duval Daily, presented by GenJag.com. I'm Jordan DeLuga. Thanks so much for tuning in here on Thursday, October 31st. Happy Halloween. Candy corn. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm not a candy corn fan. Asked Press Taylor about that today. He also said, not really, not for him. If y'all love candy corn, let me know. If you hate it, let me know. Comment section below. But right now, on Halloween, the Jaguars have been dressing up Arik Armstead as an edge rusher all year. And my question is why? Why are they doing this? Why are they pretending that he is an edge rusher? Why is this still happening? We're going to dive into what's going on, what's up with this Arik Armstead situation here today. Really appreciate y'all tuning in. If you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You can also check out genjag.com/shop, pick up some new Duval gear. Become a channel member. So Arik Armstead, 3-year deal worth $43.5 million. Signed that with the Jaguars this offseason. That's a pretty penny, right? That's a lot of money. And you look at this deal, $4.5 million cap hit this year, $7.4 million cap hit next year, $19.4 million cap hit in 2026, and $12 million of void money in 2027. It's a big deal. Not having a ton of impact on the current cap, which that's how the Jaguars structure things. But again, he is under contract through 2026. There's a team out following the 2025 season, but at the very earliest, the Jaguars could decide they want to forget about this contract, rip it up, and move on. It's following the 2025 season. So it's in the best interest of this organization to figure out how to use Arik Armstead a little bit better. We've seen glimpses of it, right? We have seen glimpses. This is a guy who dominated in the biggest moments for the 49ers in recent years. Like, playoff Arik Armstead has been one of the best playoff performers in the NFL over the last few years. He's a strong run defender in base, which, like, I understand playing him at edge and base when you're trying to defend the run. And nickel, he's a pass rusher on the interior. Big time interior pass rusher. Very productive. Missed all offseason, recovering from the knee. Wasn't a major knee injury, but still needed to get it worked on after the year. Missed most of training camp, which, take you back to prior to training camp, Doug Peterson said that he expected Arik Armstead to be a full go for training camp. So when we get to training camp and then he's not ready to go, that's one of those things where you start to be like, okay, I wonder, was Doug Peterson just flat out wrong? Because, like, your head coach, if it's not clear that someone's going to be ready for the start of training camp, can very well just say, we're just going to take it as it is. We're not going to put a timetable on it. We're going to see how it rolls. And then there's no drama. But Arik Armstead, according to Doug Peterson, was supposed to be ready for the start of training camp, and he wasn't. He missed most of training camp. So you're talking about new player, new place, missing all of the offseason, missing most of training camp. Yeah, that's probably going to lead to somebody not being able to play the full allotment of reps early on, maybe someone not playing their best football early on, right? And then also playing the majority outside on the edge, which, again, he is fine there as a run defender if that's what you're doing. But at the same time, he's probably also better on the interior as a run defender than anyone not named Devon Hamilton. Like, why are we not seeing more Josh Hines-Allen, Trayvon Walker, and Arik Armstead and Devon Hamilton on the field at the same time? We're not seeing that at all. It doesn't make any sense. Why is he not playing on the interior? He did it against the Patriots. He did it a good amount. And he talked about it on his podcast. He said he felt good. 4 pressures, quarterback hit, 3 hurries. That was a nice performance by Arik Armstead against the Patriots. Not a very good offensive line, certainly. But why in Week 8 did he only have 23 defensive snaps? Week 8, It's not like the season just started anymore, folks. Like, this is a guy that he should be ready to play, 30 to 40 snaps a game at least. And again, the rotation doesn't make sense. The usage doesn't make sense. Where you're putting him does not make sense. Why is this all happening? What the heck is going on with Arik Armstead? Because at this point in the season, he should be playing on the interior. He should be playing alongside Josh Hines-Allen and Trayvon Walker, Devon Hamilton, maybe in some NASCAR packages, some clear quarterback passing situations. You get somebody else in there besides Devon, Asazi or whoever you want next to Arik. But Arik Armstead should be rushing the passer from the interior. Why is that not happening more? We're going to talk about it here, but first, got to remind y'all to check out Underdog Fantasy for Pick'em, Best Ball, and a whole lot more. You can use code DuvalDaily on their easy-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash Pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. It's currently Boosttober on Underdog, where there is a promo to play nearly every day. Tons of options for Jaguars at Eagles. Underdog has vulture protection too, so you want to take a look at Tank Bigsby, maybe Saquon Barkley. If your running back gets vultured, they protect you and rescue your pick'em, which is awesome. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code DuvalDaily to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's 1-800-639-8783 or text NEXT STEP to 53342. New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Shout out to Underdog Fantasy. If you support them, you're supporting us, and they do have a great product. So, getting back to the Arik Armstead of it all here, being disguised by the Jaguars as an edge rusher. And you look at the tape as an edge rusher, it just does not look comfortable. Like, okay, so he has the length to be an edge rusher, certainly, but he really does not have the juice to be an edge rusher. Or like the speed to power to be an edge rusher. How he wins as a pass rusher is with his hand moves, his counters, setting things up, giving a guy this look and then switching to that look, using his quickness and athleticism and length on the interior, right? That's how he wins. So what are the Jaguars saying? What's Arik Armstead saying? Ryan Nielsen was asked today by Demetrius Harvey, who does a great job covering the Jacksonville Jaguars, asked, why did he only have 23 snaps and maybe against the Packers, and maybe why isn't he playing more on the interior? Ryan Nielsen point blank said, he being Arik Armstead, wanted to play more edge when he got here, wanted to play more on the outside. That's not the first time I've heard that. He wanted to play out there, but y'all wanted to sign him to play on the end. Is there no give and take here? He just wants to sign somewhere for $43 million over 3 years and switch positions all of a sudden? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And you're the coach. Like, tell him where to go. Right? I know players have more control, but, you signed to this contract. We need you to rush the passer, get on the interior, if that's actually the case. But then Arik Armstead on his podcast that he has every single week talked about after London about how he was happy to be playing more inside. Felt like he could get comfortable, start working the moves against the same guy and start setting him up and getting things going. So what gives here? You have a coach saying one thing, you have a player saying a different thing. What's the deal? That's so bizarre. And again, this seemed like a no-brainer signing. Bringing in Arik Armstead, one of the best interior pass rushers, especially in the clutch, to play alongside Josh Hines-Allen, Trayvon Walker, Devon Hamilton. Not play as a hockey rotation behind Trayvon Walker. He's been playing left defensive end. That's been his primary spot. That's Trayvon Walker's primary spot. Makes zero sense to me. So what does this reek of? Lack of vision at signing, lack of communication, lack of understanding, and a lack of willingness to work through the problems by guess who? Yeah, Trent Baalke, the man who signed him. Look, whatever's happening right now could have and should have been avoided. You can say, look, we're not signing you to a deal, $43 million over 3 years for you to be a backup edge rusher. That's not what we're doing, okay? If you want to sign somewhere else for this amount of money to be a backup edge rusher, best of luck to you. But that's not what we're doing here. That makes less than 0 cents. And so again, to me, it starts with the man who signed him. Was this not discussed before he signed? Like during that phone call? Was this not discussed with the agent? I mean, something's got to give. And Nielsen did say today, like, you probably will see him more on the interior and more in general. I want to see him more, period, and I want to see him more on the interior. Like, it's ridiculous what's going on right now because the Jaguars have the keys. They have the pieces up front to be a good pass rush. Yes, they should have more depth than they do. But you have a good 4-man line. You have a good group of starters up front. Trayvon, Josh, Devon, Arik. It's simple. But the Jaguars make everything so difficult, and I believe that starts with the man who signs the contracts, the man who makes the decisions, the man who convolutes everything. We talked about this roster, how it just doesn't make sense in a lot of ways. It's Trent Baalke. Strongly believe that. So they need to get Arik Armstead on the interior. They need to stop cosplaying him as a edge rusher in pass rushing situations. They need to get those guys on the field together. Is that not the ultimate goal? To have Josh Hines-Allen, Trayvon Walker, Arik Armstead on the field together, rushing the quarterback, making it difficult for opposing offenses? Because if that's not the goal, what the hell are we doing here? Right? So really appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You can also check out genjag.com/shop, pick up some new Duval gear, become a channel member here on YouTube. Y'all have a good one.